2017 inductee Lee Berwick. Berwick was highly regarded as an advocate for Louisiana quarter horse racing during his life. He grew up as a sharecropper's son and began in the cattle business. Fortunately for Louisiana quarter horse racing, Berwick quickly developed an interest and passion in quarter horses. Berwick purchased 23 quarter horses in a 24-month span in the early 1950s on his farm in St. Joseph, Louisiana. By the mid-60s, Berwick started breeding for speed and purchased mares that would complement his approach to his breeding program. In the 1960s, he built the first recognized quarter horse racetrack in St. Joseph. He had AQHA-approved quarter horse races there at that track. His enthusiasm for racing led to the development of Delta Downs Racetrack in Vinton, Louisiana, the house that Lee Berwick built. The track opened in September of 1973, and Berwick was the president and major stockholder for several years. Berwick was also involved in the advancement of the quarter horse at the national level as he became an AQHA director in 1960 and initiated the AQHA Supreme Champion Award. He served as AQHA president in 1969 and was successful in the creation of the American Junior Quarter Horse Association. The AQHA saw many advancements into the modern era during Berwick's tenure. Berwick was inducted in the American Quarter Horse Hall of Fame in 1994. But it is what he did for the racing community in Louisiana, specifically for quarter horse racing, that he is most fondly remembered for. We asked legendary Louisiana horseman Lee Young about Lee Berwick.
Great man. Great to me. He was like a father to me. We put Delta Downs together. I mean, it was a dream for him, and I was able to get it, and I was able to raise enough money to put Delta Downs together.
What has Mr. Berwick meant to the quarter horse racing industry in Louisiana?
I got everything.
He was instrumental for the effort of getting casino wagering into the racetracks during a time when the struggling industry needed saving. Berwick was there.
It wasn't for him trying to help us getting the casinos and the racetracks. He worked real hard behind it. I remember during the time he got buses come to the racetrack and got us as horsemen and brought us to the Capitol, so we could try to get this bill passed through. So he means a lot to our industry, and to me as a person, I thought a lot of him.
Well, I think he was just an outstanding founder of racing in Louisiana to have the straight quarter horse track, Delta Downs, and to start, with that racing history in Louisiana. And he was just an outstanding individual that really was a big part of the backbone of quarter horse racing as it developed into the 80s and such. I was a rider and a head of the Jockeys Guild in our racing industry here in Louisiana for a big part of the time. And so consequently, I had a lot of dealings with him when we had issues with whether the track or anything. And I actually found no one else that was as good to work with as he was.
Lee Berwick died in 2001 at the age of 79 years old and is survived by his wife Betty. Each year, at his beloved Delta Downs, he is honored with the running of the Grade 1 Lee Berwick Memorial for Charity. The 2017 Louisiana Quarter Horse Breeders Association Hall of Fame inductee, Lee Berwick.